If you want to save time and learn how to invest in real estate faster, go to investorthrive.com to master the sales process from our training so you can close more deals with less leads, even if you're only doing this part-time. Or if you don't know where to start and need help, give me a call at 385-398-9862 and let's chat. Let's call her. Okay. And
Dylan.
hey, and Dylan, I don't know how this is going to be received.
Right.
I've told her everything. I told her I might get lit up, brother, but hey,
let's do it, man.
So let's call her right now. Because I mean, what's better way to learn how to deal with this stuff than for me to do it right here?
100%.
Okay, let's call my girl right now. She might not be my girl after this. She's probably like,
I'm not your girl, okay?
But again, I told her straight up, like, hey, I'm wholesaling this mug. Let's give it a shot.
Right.
You hear that?
Yep.
Hello.
Hi, Anita. How are you?
Heading home.
How was vacation?
It was okay.
Okay. Well, hey, I hate to worry you. I feel like, you've been sending some texts, like maybe you might be concerned about some stuff. So I want to just call you and clear it up, right? Because you said someone approached you and said something about like 200,000 or whatnot.
This person I've actually worked with twice before.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of flip-flopped back and forth between you and he.
Got it.
He approached first.
Yeah.
Or I was dealing with him first and then didn't. And then I was dealing with you and then didn't. And then I went back with him. And
is he a wholesaler?
You both have called yourselves wholesalers.
Right. Yes. I wholesale
too. I have no idea what a wholesaler is. Because when talking to you, you call him a wholesaler. And when talking with him, he's called you a wholesaler.
He's talking trash on me. Okay. I get it.
Well, you both are saying wholesalers.
Yeah.
So
I'm not a wholesaler. I wholesale. And what that means is I buy properties and I flip them. I rent them out. I have rentals, but an exit strategy when I come across people in situations like yourself, where it's like, hey, I need to sell my house quick for cash. When I make an offer to someone and it doesn't work for them, I say, look, I might not be able to pay what you need, but I have a network of people that I can run this by and see if they can get you your offer that you want. And that's all I've done this whole time is said, hey, my offer is, not going to be something you want, but I'm checking with my network. And I've grown a cash buyers list of people that buy and close, little time with their own money or hard money. I've grown it up to like over 6,000 people. So I know everyone in Utah right now that's buying. And I'll tell you right now, a lot of people are not buying. They're nervous because of the interest rates. They don't know if they're going to buy your house, for example, and then it's going to be worth less when the feds increase the interest rate. So that's what I've been doing. So what he's trying to say is, hey, these guys are just trying to find a buyer. And I think I've been upfront with you the whole time that, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find you the best offer, right?
Well, yeah, except for the one person, those who I've dealt with that I'm aware of have been upfront and honest.
Right.
So that hasn't been an issue.
Good.
It's just that when I got the phone call or the text today,
yes,
he texted me and said, and saw about your house and wanting to know if you're going with that or what. I'm going, well, what? So I texted back and asked, what's going on?
Yeah.
With everything.
Of course.
And he said he received an email.
Yes.
And I don't know if he heard it or just saw it or whatever.
The network that we've built, we reach out to them, right? So we say, hey guys, this is an opportunity. We're looking for the highest and best offers. That's kind of what we did. So he probably just got one of our emails. He's probably on our list and he called you and said, hey, I saw this, this got sent out. Are you going to accept that? And is he saying like, maybe he can do more? Or is he saying like, oh, I can do better than that? Or
well, his offer was 200,000, and I declined it.
Yes, because that's not what you want.
He wanted to know what the offer was, and I says, "Well, I'm not going to say what the offer is, but I am stating that I'm asking for more than what this is saying."
Yes.
Because what he was saying that was for 200,000, I went, well, what I'm going with is above and beyond that.
Of course.
If you don't accept whatever they're offering, get back with me. And I'm just going, I'm flip-flopping between two guys here.
Well, I get it. And I don't think you need to flip-flop between us because, like I said, I've ran this by everything and I'll explain exactly what happened. So when we first signed the agreement, I sent your home out for about 235 because I wanted to try and get as much as I could for you, right? So I think the best cash offer that we have currently at this moment was like 205. Then someone came in at 185 and we're like, that's not going to work for her, not even close. And I know according to what we talked about, 205 doesn't even work for you. So we're trying to negotiate with someone right now who is willing to take over the mortgage and get you your equity, what you're looking for up front. So it's not that, we haven't been trying to get it. We're just working with what we have. And unfortunately, the buyers are just kind of scared right now. Cash buyers are like, hey, you know what? We don't know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
What we thought is originally sent it out for a lot, didn't get a lot of interest. So then we sent it out for less, like he said, 200,000, not saying, hey, you have to buy it, everybody, or I'm going to make you do it. I just sent it out for less because I thought maybe by sending out for less, we'll get a bidding war. We'll say, okay, this is low enough where people will say, okay, I'm interested. Let me start making an offer. And then we could bid people up. Right. So that was the strategy. And I'm sorry if, maybe I didn't explain all this to you fully, but it's just really psychology and trying to go high and then, go low and try to bid it up. Cause unfortunately people are they're trying to lowball us. And, and what does that mean? That means, I'm going to have to come and tell you what the offers are, but I want to get you as much as I can, Anita.
Okay.
So right now we are in the negotiations with someone that can take over the mortgage. So this is what they wanted us to do. And we're negotiating with them right now. They said, hey, we can bring money down to give her equity, but we want her to pay for the solar and to catch the property up out of pre-foreclosure out of the money we give her. So they were talking about giving like something like $40,000 down to you to give you that much. But they're saying, but out of the 40,000 that we would give her, we need her to catch up to what's in pre-foreclosure and the solar. So that doesn't work for you because you have $12,000 in pre-foreclosure, right? And then you have the solar lien, which is 18. So that's 30,000. So if they give you 40, but you had to pay 30 out immediately, I mean, you're only getting 10 and that doesn't work for you, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's kind of what's going on. I mean, I'm going to bat for you, Nita. I'm trying my best because in all reality, like I do get paid from the buyer. The buyer pays me, you don't. And I'm trying to get you as much as I can so I can get a piece too. But the interest rates are really affecting investors right now. I don't know if you know about it, but they've gone up and they're talking about maybe raising them another 2 times this year. So they might go into the double digits, which really impacts the buying power of buyers, like what they can afford, right?
Correct.
So if we can't get you the price that you need, I'm going to give you the best that we got. And then you can decide and say, hey, I don't think Nate gave it everything up. Maybe somebody else can do it. But I can just tell you up front that this guy you're talking to or anyone, that's kind of what we're seeing. The range of what people are wanting to pay in cash is like between 185 and 205 for the home. And I know you wanting to be at 225, but that's kind of what we're seeing.
Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and that's what we're working on right now. And I know it's super frustrating. I mean, it's frustrating for me. I have 2 flips right now that are on the market that aren't selling, and it's not any fault of my own. It's just, I mean, that's what the Fed wanted to do. They wanted to drop the value of homes, and it's affecting Utah. So it's frustrating. Let me ask you this, Anita, if you can't sell it or no one in Utah is willing to pay what makes sense for you, what's your option? Would you just want to keep it, or what are you thinking?
No, we're not going to keep it. Basically, we'll just go into foreclosure.
Okay. So you would lose it.
Well, basically, yeah, because the bank will take it over.
Yeah, the problem with being in pre-foreclosure is they're accruing a bunch of fees, like attorney fees. So that 12, 30, 69 days, it could go up to like 15K, could go up to 16. So it's really cutting into your equity, which is really annoying. But that's what happens when houses go into pre-foreclosure. They give them to an attorney and the attorney tries to, get you to pay. So they throw on their fees.
Yeah, I know.
It's so frustrating. I would hate for you just to say, hey, look, Nate, I know you're not getting me what you want, or someone else is not giving me what I want, but I'd rather have you take 10, 20, whatever we can get you than just give it to the bank. They don't deserve it. You've already paid a ton of interest to them. Like I would not just let the bank take it. So I'll give you my highest and best and see what we can do. And I'm going to put the ball in your court, even though we're under contract at a higher price. Like I'm going to give you what I can get. And then if you want to proceed, we can probably close by the end of the month.
Well, the only issue is if it's going to only be like 10 or 20,000, that doesn't even pay his bills. Unfortunately, I would rather just not do anything and we'll just let whatever happen.
Right.
Because I mean, he's got obligations right now that he's never ever going to be able to fulfill. And so I'm just trying to get what I can.
Yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
The 40,000 that I'm trying to get now doesn't even cover everything.
I know. Okay.
Seriously.
Well, I mean, I want to get you 20 or 10 over 0, because then it's way better than just letting them have it. But anyway, we can have that discussion a little bit later. I just wanted to let you know why the price was, why they said that. And that guy that's saying he can do 2,000, like, that's not working for you. That's why I never even approached you about an offer like that. We've gotten a lot of offers there, but that's not going to work for you. So that's why it's not even worth talking about.
Okay.
Okay,
Not a
Anita.
problem.
Sorry, I know this is a headache and very frustrating. I'm so sorry, but I hope you know I'm going to bat and try my best for you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. I'll let you know what happens.
Bye.
Everybody. Woof.
Oh boy.
My goodness, huh?
She doesn't understand that her going to foreclosure and all of her fees that she's going to have to take care of is going to be way more money than if she would just take a loss.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, that doesn't logically make sense, right? Just to let it go, because not only that, so it's her son's home. She's helping him, right? He's going to jail. He's going to have a foreclosure on his record, and he'll never be able to buy a house again, right? So she just needs to take as much as she can get. That's like, why would you take 0 when you can take 20, even if it doesn't pay off all your debts, right? So anyway, guys, this is what's going to be happening a lot. And I'm just showing you the conversation to have. And I'm not pressuring. I'm not saying, hey, you need to go. Yeah, so someone's saying sub 2. This is what we're trying to do. Christopher, is we're trying to figure out a way to do sub 2, but there's a problem. There's too much money that she owes. They're behind 12. So anyone that took over the mortgage would have to bring in 12. There's an 18K lien. So they have to bring in 30, like 18K for solar if they paid off. So that's 30. There's another lien. So not a lot of people are willing to bring 30,000, 40,000 on top of that, give equity to the seller and then pay me, a wholesale fee. Right. So she's in a position where she's going to give to the bank and make 0, or she's going to work with me and she might be able to make 10. She's like, oh, dude, if I can't make 20 or anything like that, I'll just let it go. I'm like, yo.
I know. It's like, dude, take the 10, not go to foreclosure. It's like, that's kind of common sense, but.
Yeah.